of them are okay. Okay, Yigdal. As you can tell, it says it's the concluding prayer. This is when it's
What
mostly
did
done.
you say it was on? I missed.
And Lev Shalom, it's on 62. On Slim Shalom, what did I do?
Yeah.
I had Slim Shalom, it's on 53, and the large Slim Shalom, it's 326. So depending on what book you have. Okay, and I didn't practice, so Yigdal Elohim Chai B'Yishtabach Nimtza Be'ein Eit El Metziuto. You could see I didn't practice. Echad Be'ein Yachid Keyichudo Ne'elam V'gam Ein Sof La'achduto. Okay, just the one thing we know, we already know in the first word, the first line is Elohim and Chai is life, living God, life and God. Okay, but Ein Sof, if you ever study Kabbalah, you'll hear about Ein Sof. That's God.
Judi,
He has no end. Yeah.
I'm going to interrupt you one more time. Here, what I still don't have the page.
Which book? What do you have? What book do you have, Arlene?
Sin Shalom for Shabbat and festivals.
Okay, Slim Shalom is 53.
53?
Yeah, 53, 53.
1 second. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Good.
Okay,
Good. Thank you. Good.
Okay, so my reading was a little whole thing, and this is what I said to you. First of all, fortunate or unfortunate, I don't usually go to Friday night services. But when you're not familiar, when you don't do it all the time, it doesn't trip off your tongue, even if you know the letters and vowels. So this is a good thing. I'm going to read one more. Ein lo demut haguf ve'eno guf lo ne'aroch elav kedushato kadmon lachol davar asher nivra rishon ve'ein reshit l'reshito. Okay, so who would like to read? Do I have a volunteer? Yes, Cindy, thank you.
Yigdal Elohim Chai Bishtacha. Wait.
No, what?
Right now, my tongue is tied. V'yish ta bach.
Perfect. That's exactly it.
Nimtza Be'ein Eit El Mitzi Uto.
Perfect.
Echad Be'ein Yahid Kayi Uto. Ne'ila.
No, the only thing. Right. Thank you, Nelam. Good.
Begam Ein Sof La'ach Duto.
Perfect. So you are, yes. Yeah, I just want to say you are the perfect thing of what I have said. You know how to read. You know all the letters and all the vowels, and it's beautiful. Thank you. Second one.
Ein lo demut haguf. The no geduf. Lo na'aroch elav kedushato. Kamon the kol davor.
No, look again. Too perfect to make a mistake.
Davar.
Good.
Davar. Asher Nivra.
Perfect.
Rishon the Ain Rashit Shito.
Perfect. Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Good, 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 good. Okay.
I'll give it-
Yes.
Go ahead, Judy. I'll try to, if you can hear
Okay.
me.
Yes.
And also, I thought Cindy it was excellent, really great.
Thank
I
you.
thought some of my words were different in the book, but well, I'll give it a try. I did. Migdal, Elohim, Chai, V'yish Tabat,
Yes.
Nimsa, V'im, 8L, Mitzi, Utah, Echad, V'im, Yachid, Ki Yehuda,
Good.
Nelam, Vedan, Ein, Su, Lit, Juto,
Good.
Elo, De Mut, Gu, Ve'enu, Ut, Lo, Na, Ro, and
But Ano, and
Ein,
I didn't hear. I can't hear what I didn't hear what happened after Haguf the Ano.
Shadow, Amon, Soul, down, Navar, Ashir, Nivra, Rishon, Ein, Ray, Shoot, Ray, Shuto.
Perfect.
Is that it?
Yes. Yes. That's it. That's it. There's one line I couldn't hear, but I'm sure it was perfect. Everything else, and you were reading the same words that Cindy was reading.
Okay, I didn't, okay. It's true, you hear all the background noise on this train. I'm
I
sure it's
don't hear
because
the
of-
background noise. Actually, I don't know if anybody else does. I don't hear it.
Okay.
I give you a lot of credit, Arlene, for reading on the train. That's really,
We're proud
devotion.
of her. We're proud of
Yeah.
you, Arlene. We're very proud of you, as we would be anyway. Okay. This
Wherever I can go, Hebrew goes with me.
good for you. And the other thing that I didn't mention, that this is also, if you can tell, the second line, the third and fourth lines are bold if you have Lev Shalem. This is also done responsively. Okay, so that the in some places we used to do it responsively, and I know the responsive responses, but actually for some reason in our synagogue they started reading, everybody started singing the whole thing. I don't know why. It used to be that we did it responsively, but and actually, and the way it's in the Lev Shalem is shown responsively, but it doesn't really matter. Okay.
And what is this prayer? The significance of Yigdal, a prayer?
Well, you usually read it at the end of the service, and I am going to suggest to you, Arlene, and I haven't pushed people to buy books because that's not my job. But I know that you really care about what these things mean, and I suggest that you buy Lev Shalom,
Yes.
because
Okay.
I think that you'll find it meaningful. I think you'll get a lot out of it, and it's not a huge expense. And I would really suggest that you buy it. Just, I'm not making any money on
Thank
this. Yes,
you.
Cindy.
I will.
I would say our synagogue just started with Lev Shalem.
Yes.
And one thing I like, being a beginner is the Shva, that you know when to pronounce it,
I
because
told you,
Yeah.
isn't that amazing? They really
Yes.
make it easier for you.
it is easier.
You
to
know,
read.
it was progressive. First they, did it so we know when we pronounce it as an O instead of an instead of an ah. And in Lev Shalem, they went to that next step, and they show when you can tell when the Shema is pronounced and when
Oh,
it's
right,
not.
because the plus is
Yeah.
bigger, much bigger,
Yes,
yeah.
the next step. I think it was brilliant. I think that it really is an improvement. Sometimes they just try to come out with a book to come out with the book. They want to whatever. But I do think this is an improvement, and it makes it easier for us.
Oh, and the other thing they do is a lot of the prayers are translate. I know you don't want us to do
I
that.
know they're
I know.
and honestly, this is about learning Hebrew, but yes, I agree. There are some people that do not know how to read Hebrew, and they try, especially the things that were sung out loud, to make it accessible for people that don't, and give more
Even when you're
transliteration.
practicing, I mean, you have to
I,
still know the vowels because it's not translated the same, but you have, I at least find
I
it that it's helpful that I was close, maybe.
Yes, no, it's not. I think it is also a positive, honestly. As much as I would prefer, and I think it's easier to read the Hebrew, to be honest, for me, it's easier to read Hebrew than to transliteration. I think there are always going to be some people, it's sort of like the Zoom things, or live stream. There were always people that couldn't come to shul, but now when everybody couldn't come, then they did it. Well, there are always people that are not going to know how to read Hebrew. As much as we would love them to read Hebrew, they're not going to. And this makes the service more accessible by giving transliteration and makes them be able to participate. We can all read the English when we're reading silently, but when we're singing, if we don't read the Hebrew, it's hard to participate. So this makes it easier to participate. I don't disagree with you, Cindy. As much as I prefer using the Hebrew, I don't think it's bad that it has the transliteration. Yeah, anyway, so that's and just so just because so we know we're reading words and not just letters, you can hear Rishon ve'ain reshit l'reshito. They're all the same word except for ain, which is there is none or none, like ain kelohenu. It's God is the first Rishon Sheni when you do aliyot. So, and there is no other first. So it's just emphasizing that God is number one. And you can hear that those are out of the 4 words, 3 are the same. Okay, that's just so you know that you're really reading words and not reading just letters. Okay. Hino Adon Olam B'chol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Umalchuto Shefa Nevu Ota Netano El Anshe Segulato Latif Arto. Okay. Why didn't we just do one at a time? I know you can read, Gloria, but I want you to participate too. And if anybody wants to sing, by the way, you're permitted. I won't expect Arlene to sing on the train, but if anybody else would like to, please feel free.
Is there more than one melody?
I think there's only one melody. I think I've only heard one, in fact, to be honest, that I know
Yeah.
of.
I also, in every synagogue I've been to, it's always the same melody.
Yeah, there are
It's a
some
beautiful one.
there are some prayers that have multiple. Now I can hear Arlene. Okay. If you're not reading, if you could mute, that would be good. I don't know if somebody's talking on the train or whatever. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, there are some prayers that definitely have multiple tunes. This one, I think I've only heard one. Yeah.
Right, I also.
Yeah. Would you like to read the third verse, paragraph, whatever?
Okay. Read or sing, what would you like?
Whichever you like, it's up to you.
Hine Adon Olam B'chol Notzar Yoreh Gedulato Umalchuto Shefa Nevuato Netano El Anshe Segulato V'tivarto.
Beautiful. Yes, and that is the tune that I know. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is the tune, I know. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. Cindy, would you like to read it?
Sure.
I have a question for you. Did you know Hebrew before you started taking the intermediate, before these classes here? It was
Excuse
beautiful
me?
what you just did.
Well, I went to Hebrew school as a child, and then I go to synagogue every Saturday. But my Hebrew has gotten better because I never used to be able to read like this. It got better with helping the grandkids.
You know, when they say a teacher gets as much from our children, from our students, you are, as Arlene says, your Hebrew is beautiful.
But
Did you have a
there were
box
so
that's-
many things I didn't know about pronunciation until I started coming to this class. So I
Right.
realized there were a lot of things that I had not been doing correctly.
Right. Well, that's when
Did
when you learn from doing, you don't know all the rules necessarily.
Right.
It's like my mother, who actually did not read Hebrew at all, but she could participate in the service because she went enough times. So she went with us, so she learned how to sing. You know, but you don't know the rules, and this way it helps a little bit, especially if you're looking at something you're not as familiar with. You know
Right.
that. But
And you had and you had a bat mitzvah too?
No, in those days, I went to, and it was Orthodox, that no bat
they didn't
mitzvahs.
do that. Yeah.
Sorry for
Even
interrupting.
today, they don't usually they don't do the service or haftorah, Torah reading. They become bat mitzvah, and they may have a party and teach, but they don't still don't do
They gave me a
what the
book.
boys do.
That's what I got. I turned 13, they gave me a book. Actually, at
Ah.
12, they gave
What
me
book? What book did you get? I'm curious.
it was a junior Jewish encyclopedia.
Oh.
One volume.
Very interesting. No, but your Hebrew really is beautiful. You should, and you
you.
can sing. So I'm going to put you down for a teacher next time. She gets
Are there
nervous.
going to be
Gloria's nervous.
Are there going to be more classes?
I have a feeling that they will probably start in the fall, because I think that Julia, who is our new incoming I should say incoming president, likes is in favor of the Hebrew classes. There was some question whether they would continue or not, but I have a feeling they may. I don't know what levels they're
Okay.
going to do or anything like that. I have no idea. But
I hope they let us take. I hope they let,
yeah, so we'll see what happens, because they really, I know to this point, they were really only trying to teach to a certain level, and you guys are all at that level already. So, but I don't know, they may even, there has been some call for Torah reading and or Haftorah and the notes and so forth, but I don't know what's going to happen. That I really don't know. We have not had a meeting in a while, so I don't know. Anyway, but this you will always have. What you have now, you will always have, and practicing will help, obviously, and going and doing, and as find somebody else you can help and then you can show off and practice too. So it really is lovely. Okay. Okay. We're gonna keep going here so we can at least get through this. Lo kam b'Yisrael kamoshe od. Why did I do that? They do have those two dots. Sorry. Moshe od navi umabit et temunato. Torat emet natan amoel al yad navi o ne'aman beito. I'm usually better with the bold because that's the one that I'm used to doing. Yes, Cindy, you start with this one.
Okay. Lo kam b'Yisrael wait. Oh, there's a dot there. It's like two
Yeah.
dots there. Okay,
Yes.
Kamosha ode.
Good.
Navi Uma beat
Yes.
et Timunato. Horat Emet Natan Le'amo El Al Yad Navi Yo Naaman
Yes.
Naamain, right? It should
No,
be
Naaman. You were right the first time.
Right. Naaman Beto.
Good. Just one thing, since, since you're reading so well, I want you to know when just so it's perfect. It's Navio. It's not Navio. The yud goes with the vowel before it.
Wait, where are
Do
we?
you know what I mean? You don't have to put it with the O. You can put it with the E sound.
Where are we for that?
Navi. It's the third word in the last phrase. Ad Yad Navio Naaman Beto.
So it's not yo?
It,
Navi
it's not you. It really should go. It's not very different. And if you were singing it, you probably wouldn't hear any difference at all. But because there's the aleph, particularly in between, the
Right.
yud goes with the e, the dot vowel rather than with the o. Rather than saying
really?
navi yo, it's navi o.
Oh, okay. Right, that. we don't say
Okay,
that too
just
often,
because
do
the
you?
aleph is in between in particular, and also Navi is a prophet. We talk about the Nevi'im. Navi is a prophet.
But I thought
Okay,
you always had a vowel with a consonant.
not necessarily. Look at the look at the
Consonant-
consonants and
consonant
see
is-
how many don't have vowels underneath them.
Right, but then
consonant
you would
is
combine
olive.
it.
The consonant's olive. Judy, the consonant is olive. That's why there's the O separate.
Yes,
The
aleph
O.
is sort of a consonant and sort of it's a nothing because there has no sound. I don't know what you call it.
Right, but I'm talking about, there's no vowel with the yud.
Oh,
It goes
the
with the
yud, no,
V.
the yud goes because the yud goes with the dot underneath before, with the vowel
Okay.
before.
Okay,
That's the point. It goes with the vet, the va, vet, the vet, and
okay.
the dot goes that the yud goes with that.
Okay, if that olive wasn't there, then it would be yo.
It might be, but you will probably have to have some dots underneath the yud. You probably have to have a shva underneath the yud.
Okay,
Okay, because that's why you're right. It doesn't have any vowel underneath it, the yud. So that's why it tells you it goes with the other vowel
okay.
because
Does
there's
that
no
only
vowel
happen-
underneath it.
Does that only happen with a yud?
If it's after the dot, after that vowel, yeah.
Okay.
Or if it also when it's after the ah, it's when it's I.
Right,
That
okay.
sound too. It's the same thing. It's the same
All right, and it makes it a longer E too, right?
exactly. Or the
Right.
A. It's the same thing. So it's the same thing with this. It's exactly the same. Thank you.
Right, okay, got it.
Yeah, good. We're talking about, look, this is what we were just talking about with Gloria, about little things that you learn that you don't, when you're just singing, you don't pay attention. That's exactly one of them, is that
Right.
yud gets attached to the vowel before. With all
And
those
Judy-
examples that you gave. Yes, Arlene.
Does the schwa act like a vowel too with the letters? The silent schwa?
The schwa, what does it act like? It acts like it either opens or closes a syllable, and that's when you can tell
The third,
when it has a sound or not.
yeah, is it act like a vowel, like in the first word, lo, come, the?
Oh,
Is that
yeah, I
acting like
guess, yes.
consonant vowel?
Yeah, it's
And
a
the schwa
it's a very soft vowel. Of all the vowels,
Okay,
the schwa is the softest one. But
Okay.
when it opens a syllable, you do have the sound, and also always, obviously, when it's the first letter of a word, it's opening a syllable. There's no question. When it's in the word, you might not know whether it's empty, opening or closing. But when it's the first letter, it has to open because that's where it is, the first letter. So, and as Cindy said, and the Lev Shalem, it shows you which it's bolder when it's pronounced, and smaller when it's not pronounced. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
Am I reading that? part?
Sure.
Starting with
Low.
low, the, yeah, low, the Yisrael.
No, read it
okay,
again.
no,
What word is that? Look at it.
the
It's a sin, not a shin.
the yeast, yeah, the yeast, Rael. Mose, Od, Navi, Umavit, et, um, et Munato,
Good.
Torah, Emet, Natan, Le'amo, El, Al, Yad, Nevi, O, Ne'eman, Beitar.
Good. Good. Okay, but when you read the first sentence, you knew the word, the words Yisrael and Moshe. Okay,
Yeah.
the two dots. That's Moshe. We're talking about Moses.
I don't see the, oh yeah, Moshe, right, I got them confused there. Big Yisrael,
Right.
put Moshe.
Right.
Got it, yeah,
Good.
thanks.
Good.
Yeah, thanks, thank you.
Okay. Okay, we have a singer now.
Yes.
Lokam,
Yep.
Lokam Israel, Kemoshe Od, Navi Umabid, Etimunato, Torah Emet Natan, La'amoel, Al Yad Nevio, Neman Beito.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Very nice.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I like that.
Okay.
Absolutely beautiful. Really.
Thank
Really
you,
nice.
thank you.
That is true. And that is, and I do you know when I said that is true in one of the lines that Gloria just read, she read Torah Emet, the Torah of truth. Okay, Emet means truth. So and you might hear it sometimes. People say that's the emes. I don't know if you've ever heard that. People will
Yes.
say it, especially people that use a lot of Yiddish, and that's the truth. Torah Emet. Okay, the Torah is the Torah of truth. Yes, Cindy.
One thing that's nice about this song is it's easy to follow along in the prayer book, like you don't get lost as easily. Because it's a
Well,
little
also
slower, I guess.
it's a little slow. I think is part of it. Is that the way it's sung is not as speedy as some of the other ones, and the words themselves are actually not so hard to pronounce either. I think a little bit. It's a little bit is smoother. Yeah. Yes, I agree. That's why even though I didn't practice, I can read it. Okay, good, great. Okay. Lo yachalif ha'el v'lo yamir dato le'olamim l'zulato. Sofer v'yodea tatarenu mabit l'sof davar v'kadmato. Okay. Arlene, pick you instead for the change.
I'll give it a
Except I
try.
think you might.
I'm trying to find the mute. Okay. You might hear noise now. Low, yeah. Li,
Good.
il, Velo, Yamir, Dato, Le Olamim, Le Zulato.
Good.
So the the Yode
Good.
Sita Rainu, Sita Rainu. Vit, the soap, Davar,
Good.
Bipad
Good. 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 Good.
What's toe at the end of the word? Toe. What's toe?
His. 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 Third person singular
What is it?
masculine.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Talking about God mostly, I
Yeah.
think, when it's talking about his. That I always have a thing with my one son about pronouns. When you use he or she, you have to clarify what the pronoun is referring to, and sometimes it's not clear.
Well, what's she then? Because
even
it's not Tom.
No, the E
She.
ending is the feminine, third person.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The O is the masculine
Right.
third person. Like when I talked about last week, he's key instead of chazak, he's key is the feminine. The E ending is feminine. Okay. Okay, Cindy.
Sure. Lo, Yahalif, Ha'el, the lo, Yamer, Dota. Le'olamim, Lezulato. Sopheh, the Yodea, Sita Renu. Sita Renu.
Good.
Mabit, Letof.
No.
What?
The second letter.
Lesof.
Good.
Lesof. Davar. Bikad Mato.
Perfect. Okay, so now you know I'm going to ask Gloria to sing. So we can hear what it's supposed to sound like. But both of you really read, you have to feel, just before Gloria, you have to feel that you're reading these prayers, that you're reading this prayer. Right, Cindy and Arlene?
Yeah.
Yes. Give yourself
That's
a
a good-
break. Yes. Thank you, Gloria.
Lo ya Khalif Ha'el, Velo Yamir, Dato Le'olamim, Lezulato, Sofe V'yodea, Sitarenu, Mabi L'sof Davar, Bekadmato.
Gorgeous. Really beautiful.
Very
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Gomel ish chesed kemaf mafi mifilo. What does that word mean?
What does that mean?
Kemifalo. I have to figure out what that word means. Sorry. Notain the Rasha Ra Kirish Ato Yishlach Laketz Yamin Meshichenu Lifdot Mechake Kates Yeshu Ato. Okay, that was not as smooth as it should be. But I said I'm much better with the second line than the first. Okay, Cindy.
Okay, now we have that. I'm gonna see if I say it right. Gamal Laish.
Gomel.
Gamal.
Good.
Laish. Is that right? Ish.
Yeah, ish. Yeah, man. Ish.
Hesed.
Good.
Kamif. Alo. No Notain, Laray Shah,
Look
Ra,
at the vowels underneath, just 1 minute. After notain.
Lara Shah,
Good, perfect.
Lara Shah, Ra, Karish Ato, Yishlach, oh, that's a tough one. The Kates,
Yeah,
Yamin, Nishi, Tenu,
good.
Lafi, Do,
Oh,
right. Leaf, Dote,
perfect.
Mechane, Kates, Yeshu Ato.
Good. Lovely. Okay, Arlene, we're gonna get this done.
Yeah, I may be going under a tunnel soon, but I
Okay.
couldn't follow. Where did we start? At Gomel?
Go Mal.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Gomel, the Yish, the Yish,
Good.
uh, has said, to meet, low, notain, the Rush, La Rasha, Ra, to Rish Ato, Rishla, Rishla, Mean, Menu, Ato,
Perfect. Good. Good.
Yishru Ato, Yishru Ato.
Yeshuato, just what you said.
Oh, so it's Metin, yeah, it's a Yechaye, El, the road, Hasdo,
It's not, but just as long as we're reading so perfectly, I want you to read perfectly. It's not a Zion, it's chasdo. It's the sin. It's a S.
Hasdo,
Good.
Hasdo, Baruch, Adei, Shem, Tehilato,
Gorgeous.
Tehilato.
Gorgeous. So she just ended it for us, which I
Thank
realized
you.
I didn't end it. So Cindy, let's you end it too. Read the last 2 lines.
Sure. Mateen, Yahaya, El,
Good.
Berov,
Yes.
Pasto,
Good.
Baruch, Ata, no, Baruch, Ade,
Good.
Ad, Shame, Tehilato.
Good. Gorgeous. So we did it. We did it. All right. We have to finish. If we're gonna really finish it off, we need Glory to just sing for us the last 2 lines.
Okay. Gomel Yeish Chesed Kemi follow Notain L'Rasha Rakari Shato Yishlach L'Kates Hayamin Meshihenu Leaf Dod Mechakekates Yeshuato Metim Yechayael Berov Chasto Baruch Adead Shem Tehilato.
Very nice.
Great. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful, they're beautiful.
Thank you. So that's it. So
Gloria's-
now you can do the Igdal.
Gloria's gonna become the cantor, Judy, in her synagogue.
It would work. It would work for me.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. All right. So We are done with the Yigdal. We've got it. Is there any other, does anybody have any questions or anything since this is our last class?
What does the
On
word
anything.
Yigdal mean?
What does the word Yigdal mean? That is a very good question. And my wonderful, wonderful idea is I have my husband here. So I'm going to ask him. I can think of what I think it is, but I'm not sure. So give me 1/2 of a second. Barry, Yigdal, what does it mean? Yeah. Oh, so good. Oh, I love it. That's what I thought. Oh, yay. It makes me feel good. Okay. So do you hear any word in the Yigdal? A little bit of another word you might know.
Gadol.
It's thank you, exactly. Gadol. So the
Gadol.
yeah is
Big,
God.
large.
So it's like making God great, making God big. Right. I didn't want
So-
to misstate what it was. Yes. But see, that's how we can understand once you know some words, you can really figure out some other ones that we know a little bit of what we're reading. It's not just words, letters.
Yeah, what's the other prayer? What's the other prayer? Yikadah, that one.
May
The
Rabban.
Kaddish. The Kaddish.
Kaddish people, doesn't Kaddish people repeat
Same
the
thing,
thing,
same
the same
words.
sound?
They're evidently, actually, I think Hebrew is a language that has fewer words than many other languages because they just use a word and with changing it around a little becomes something else. The root words. There are not a lot of roots in Hebrew. So that's something interesting also to learn. And that you do recognize a lot of words just by knowing a small number. You can expand the words that you read that you understand by knowing that smaller number. Exactly. Good, good, good. I'm
What-
so proud
What
of
is the
us.
yeet part of it? The yeet,
That's just gonna
what's the
something else.
yeet
What?
part of it, God, or yeet?
Yes, yes. Like when
What's the
they
yeet part
add
of it? The yeet,
the
what,
yud. Yud is one of the ways of adding God's name.
okay,
Yeah,
all right. Okay,
yeah, yeah. And also
great.
it's
That's right.
so that's good. That's why we
That's,
end with it. It's making God great. This is the and this is how we end usually on Friday night. And how do we end on Saturday morning usually?
don't alone.
Thank you. See, you go to shul, you know enough. We know that for whatever reason. And Adon Olam is the opposite of Yigdal. And what Ray do I think that it's the opposite? A
Because
question
you're giving
you
it here
asked
to the whole
Gloria.
world. The whole world. It's
Right?
a
It
whole
means the whole
world,
world.
not
But
just
what I was
God,
thinking
right?
of is actually the tune. Yigdal has a tune that I've never heard any other tune. And Adon Olam is one that you hear hundreds of tunes to. And part of the reason that you hear so many tunes to Adon Olam, I think, is there are a lot of two-syllable words. So it makes it easy. The words fit into almost any tune you want to add, you want to put it to.
What's really nice about Yigdal, I've seen in some synagogues, the kids who are learning Hebrew, they're given just 2 lines
Nice.
and they all take
nice,
turns coming up. That gets them to
nice.
shul.
Absolutely. And we used to do it actually with Ashrei, because it's the same thing.
Yes,
That you can do that just the 2 lines.
yeah.
And also, and we used to also do it if there were pre-bar mitzvah kids that were practicing and learning, and this was the chance for them to get up before the congregation and just do pieces. It's
And I
nice.
think Ashrei is harder.
It is a
Ashrei,
little hard. The words are harder, but that's
yeah.
why I said pre-bar mitzvah. This can actually be, especially the line. It's not the word. When I said before when we were talking about it, I said the words are easier than a lot of the other prayers in this
Mhm.
one. When Cindy said how it's an easy prayer to join with it, which I think it is, partly because it's slow, and partly the word sounds that it makes are easier in
Yeah.
Yigdal than some of the other ones that we do, and particularly you'll see the ones that are in Aramaic are harder. because it sounds that we don't usually make, and they're harder to say. But anyway, we are done, I think. I thank you for your time and your energy and your excitement and your enthusiasm and your passion and all that I've learned from you. And thank you. And I
Okay.
hope
Judy.
Thank
For-
to see
yeah.
you somewhere,
Thank you.
either on the screen or in person someday.
Oh, Judy, we can't part like this. I'm not good at separations.
Well, I told you, anytime
Right,
you can,
Cindy?
Right,
we
yeah.
could do a Zoom once a month just to check in and see how we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that
need
would
to
be
do
okay.
that.
So I
Yeah.
may do that because Barry has a Zoom account. I don't even
Oh,
need
because
one.
I don't
I
have
can
a
use-
Zoom.
Barry has a Zoom account, so 40 minutes for free. So I may do that. So
Good.
don't be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for an email from me.
Okay, well,
Okay.
thank
That would
you,
be wonderful.
Judy, for your
It's-
Thank
patience.
you. Thank you. It's
Judy,
really
it's
been a
been
pleasure. I mean it.
Thank you, Judy.
fantastic. And I'm looking
Learned
again
so much.
forward to September in the fall for you.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yes, but I
more.
we'll be in contact for sure.
Oh,
First of all,
okay.
we have to congratulate you after the bat mitzvah in July. So we'll definitely
Thank
do
you.
that. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Shabbat
Thank you
shalom
so
to everybody.
much.
Have a
Shabbat
great
It's been
summer.
shalom.
wonderful. You
Thank you.